Hey everyone, this is Bukhari. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to very quickly create a responsive menu, navigation menu using simply CSS and media queries. Yeah, that's right. So let's look at what we're going to create. So this is what we're going to create in this tutorial from the scratch. Okay, so we'll be having our brand or logo, right, and the menus. All right, so when you shrink the page, when the page goes to the width of the iPad or tablet devices, the link, the navigation moves to another layer, okay, another position. So that's how I designed. So when the browser touches the width of the iPad or tablet devices, all right, then the menu goes like this. Okay, then it is fully functional though. Yeah, so you can right away implement in your website without using any JavaScript and any complex coding, right? So let's check it further. And then when it comes to the mobile devices, it it gets a shape like this. So this is a mobile menu, right? Mobile friendly menu. So I didn't have to write any JavaScript code or anything. I just used CSS and media queries. It's very simple, and I'm going to show you how you can use minimum amount of code to create this kind of cool stuff, cool navigation menu, right? So, and I think that you love it. All right, so it's really simple. So there we go. This is your brand logo and the navigation of your page, for example, right? So when you someone watches, sees it in the mobile devices, they get this kind of view navigation, and then when they're using in the watching your website in the mobile phone, right? So they will be having this kind of navigation, which is cool. So this is what we're going to create in this tutorial. Okay, in this tutorial, right? So, and we're going to create it from scratch, so nothing to worry, just stick with me. All right, you'll have fun. So let's get started. So I'm jumping into my Dreamweaver as code editor. This is the main file that I was working. I just showed you, just like that. All right, let's create it from the scratch. File, new, make sure it is HTML.type, create. First give it a title, give the page a title. So uh, responsive menu, right? And save it. Save as responsive menu. Save it anywhere you want, doesn't matter, because we don't have anything special in there. It's simply CSS, okay, HTML and CSS. So I'm going to save it on the desktop. Okay, so save. All right, looking good. So now we have to add the HTML. Need more space. All right, and for the okay, I'm going to use my snippets to work faster. Okay, so nothing to worry, it's simply HTML code. So I'm going to add a brand ID. Okay, and then after that I'm going to add the navigation ID that have the HTML5 navigation nav value there. Then UL and LI is simple. It's nothing complex. It's not. There's no secret in there. Okay, it's simple code. All right. So we press refresh and we see this. So, and now that we have our HTML set up there, now just after the title, I'm going to add the CSS type so that I don't have to write it again. So within this, I'm going to write the CSS. Okay. So nothing to worry, nothing to be confused. All right. Press live. Okay, we have our brand logo ID in there and the navigation. Okay, let's style it. Okay, first I'm going to one more time I'm going to insert the uh, historic value. So that means the page will not have any padding or margin anywhere in between the pages. Okay, so press refresh, it goes to the corner, but it is still have the as the the dots bullets with it. We're gonna fix this. So moving on, so we have our brand ID, then we're going to give it a style, some style. So we're going to have a font family, sans serif, and then font size like 30 pixels, line height, give it a line height around 50 pixels, and then float it to the left, press refresh. Okay, give it a color. Color is going to be like triple line. Okay, looking good. All right, we're done with the brand, and then moving on, and we're going to work with the navigation. All right, so make the navigation responsive. First we're going to make the navigation the text. First we're going to create the desktop version of the navigation. Okay, so nav curly brackets, nav ul curly brackets, nav. These are the things we're going to need, so I'm just going to write it, and then I'm going to fill it with the properties. Okay, values. So nav a, then nav a hover, then give it a color when we hover over. So yep, give it a C double O value. Okay, so now give the nav a width of 100%. Make sure you don't make any mistakes like me. So then the text align is going to be centered. All right, and it is centered. And then nav ul float to right, and then give it a line height as well of 50 pixels, so that it will be vertically aligning, will be like the brand. Okay, vertically aligning with the center. So refresh, and then in the li give it a display value, which will be inline. Okay, moving on, it is getting shaped, right? So and in the li we're going to give it a list style type none, so that we get rid of the bullets, none, and to get rid of these underlines we need to put the text decoration in the anchor tag. Okay, nav a text decoration none, and then the underline will be gone, and um, give it some margin or padding, give it a padding, maybe padding, yeah, of 10 pixels. Let's see how it looks. So yeah, looking great. So 10 pixels each side of the navigation items. Okay, so looking great. Let's change the color as like this one, so 999. Okay, looking professional. Moving on, so let's change the font of the anchor text. A nav a elements, so font family sans serif. That's it. Looking great. All right, so we are looking great. Let's check it in Safari. Save. So we have beautiful, we have just created our beautiful heading with the brand logo, okay, or text, slogan, whatever we call it, and the navigation, right? So which is fully functional and ready to use, implement. So nothing happens at this point because we have not give the media queries properties yet. So see the previous one, anyone. So it is going to be like this. So when it comes to the tablet browser, then it becomes like this, and then in the mobile devices. Okay, how cool is that? All right, so let's give this thing that shape, right? Shall we? Okay, moving on. Let's go back to Dreamweaver. All right, now is the fun part. Okay, so this time we're going to add the media queries like so. Add media and add media screen, SCREEN. Make sure you don't make any mistakes in there. Write it properly. Media screen, and then opening and closing parenthesis, and within this max width column, then the width of the device, then it is going to be the iPad device, iPad width 768 pixels. All right, don't put the semicolon, just like that, keep it there, and just after the closing parenthesis space, and then the curly brackets, opening and closing ones, and within these we're going to have our properties for the mobile navigation. Okay, so yep, looking great. Let's save it. So we're going to, nothing is going to happen now because we have not put any CSS properties there for the iPad tablet devices. Okay, so, and let's copy these. All right, let's fix the I tablet devices navigation, right? So now what I'm going to do is that I'm simply going to copy everything, Command C, and paste it in the media queries. All right, so it is just that simple. I'm just going to align it properly. Yep, just press tab, select it, and press tab. Okay, so now what we have here, so we have simply copied the desktop version of the navigation style, so it is not going to perform any task in there. So we're going to have to, we're going to, override some of the rules. All right, some of the property values. Okay, so let's do it, and then it will take shape. All right, so yep, then we don't need this for the brand. uh, okay, just keep it there, and then for the navigation it is already there, so it will be this this property will be inheriting from this, okay, desktop, if I don't have it here, so we don't need it here. So um, in the max width media query 760 iPad version, we don't need to have the float, okay, float right, we need to have float none. Okay, in that way it is going to float, it is going to be floating in the middle. All right, there we go. So float none, line height, keep the line height, or you could just remove it because we already have it here. Okay, so yep, let's do it. Let's minify the code, right? So let's make it more easy to understand. All right, so moving on. So we just put the UL property there, value float none, and then it became in the in between the pages in the middle. Okay, so moving on, and then in the li, and let's give also the margin from top. Okay, so margin top, it is going to be from the top, it is going to be 50 pixels. So refresh and it is here. Okay, don't worry about this. Let's give the let's give it a background. Okay, so in the UL background, give it this color as the example. So we have everything in the right place, and let's put this brand logo here. Okay, so that's why I kept this brand property there. So we're going to add margin top minus 50 pixels, right? So it is going to be in its place. That's great, looking awesome. All right, so now we have the tablet version of the navigation, right? So now we take the browser away, make it desktop, so it is going to be as usual, right? So then as it should be, then when we shrink the browser, when it hits the width of these pixels, all right, then you have this beautiful navigation for the tablet browsers. Okay, all right, nothing is going to happen after this, not properly. All right, so we are set with the tablet version, right? So let's give it a color of white when we hover over, and let's remove some of the items in the li. From the li, keep this display in line because it is in line position. Okay, so text decoration none, we don't need this because it will all be inheriting from the top, from the desktop version. So we simply have to put the anchor tags. We need to have the color only, which simply color. So the let's put the color of the, let's make it brighter, CCC. So, and when we hover over, we want it to be white, right? So triple F, and there you go. So when we hover over on the navigation items, it shows as it is commanded. Okay, okay, looking great. So we have the desktop version of the header, navigation, and the brand ID, and when we hit these pixels, then the tablet navigation appears like so. It is as simple as that, guys, everyone. So we just had to have this code only. All right, so moving on, I'm going to simply select these, all of it, then enter few more times to make some space, and then pasted it, and I'm going to change these to 480 for the mobile. Okay, so let's refresh it and put it in the small browser. So nothing happens yet because let's keep it in here in between 480 pixels. There we go. There you go. Okay, just leave it there. So we want it to break apart and sit on top of each other, right? So how to do it? So, and this time I'm going to I want my brand logo to be center. Okay, so how do I do it? So we need to put in the brand property, give it a value of width, give it a width of 100%. See, and then text align center, and we can remove this because we don't need it, because it will be inheriting from the top. Okay, looking great. Right, so um, margin top, background okay, display We don't, yeah, we don't need anything in here in the li. Okay, so in the nav a, give it a display block. There we go, just that. Okay, only display block in the nav a tag. Okay, nav a property, that's it, you're done. So let's style it further. So give it a border bottom 1 pixel solid color, or let's give it dotted, and the color is going to be, yep, okay, refresh, and there you have it. And let's minimize the size here. Okay, so how do I do it? So give it a margin, first give it a margin 0, so that there will be no margin in both side or anywhere. Okay, so and then padding, put padding like 3 pixels, refresh, and there you go. So now we have successfully completed a CSS, using CSS and media queries to create a fully responsive navigation for our website. So there we have it. This is as simple as that, and I believe you will like it, love it, and yeah, please do share, because this is really fun. You just have to use this, only this amount of code, right, to get this kind of responsive menu. There we go. Okay, let's check it in Google Chrome. There we go. Then when we shrink the page, and when it comes to the iPad version or tablet version width, then it becomes like this. And then when it is in the mobile version, then you get this mobile menu. It is fully functional. You just have to add the links, right, in the code. It is just beautiful and just simple as that. So there you go, guys. And yep, it is. Let's check it one more time in Safari. So this time, okay, it is going to function properly, because last time we checked in Safari, it didn't have the property required. Now it has, so it is functioning, right? So there you go. It is as beautiful as that, and as easy as that. It is fully functional, ready to implement, use in your website. So I hope you like it, and so I hope you learn something from this. And if you do, if you like it, if you learn something from this, if you are benefited from this, please uh, do subscribe to my channel, and please do share with others, because if it helped you, it should be helping others by sharing it, right? So why not? So and I would like to hear about this tutorial from you. So I would, so please let me know what you think about this tutorial, how you like it, how you find it, and let me know your comments, please. I would like to hear from you, okay, about this tutorial. So there we go. Now there you have it, the fully functional responsive menu, simply using CSS and media queries. There you go. So give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comments. All right, make comments. I would love to hear from you about this tutorial. So there you go. Cheers. I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.